here at Anchorage Bank Arena tonight for the High Plains Conference Tournament Championship. On the girls' side will be Tyrone matching up with the Goodwell Lady Eagles. Starting for Goodwell tonight, a junior, Gracie Langford, number 3. Junior, number 4, Maylin Avila. Number 14, a junior, Channing Duffy. A junior, number 21, Urano Olivas. And a freshman, number 24, Macy Strain. Starting for Tyrone tonight, number 4, Cameron Gossman. Number 15, Kendall Humphreys. Number 23, Addison Williams. Number 34, Angel Andrews. All juniors, other than the number 15, Humphreys is going to be a sophomore. And number 3, Leslie Lomas. Tyrone coming off a game last night where they handled Eric, got down early, came back late in that game, took their first lead with about 7 seconds left and hung on to win the game. Goodwell came in with a decisive win last night against Boise City. Boise City came in ranked 18th in the state, and Goodwell had some intensity last night and really took care of them. Jumping for Goodwell will be Channing Duffy against Cameron Gossman from Tyrone.
I'd like to thank everybody here for joining into this PTCI broadcast as we have the High Plains tournament here. Girls game starting.
It's going to be a travel early on Tyrone there, giving the possession back to Goodwell. I was talking.
Eagles getting the ball set up here. Trying to work it inside, getting some passes around. Goes over the corner there. That Eagles able to get the rebound, and Bobcats with the defensive rebound, drawing a foul.
Could be an early foul on number 3, Gracie Langford. She's going to have to stay out of foul trouble tonight for the Lady Eagles.
.34 brings it up for Tyrone. Passing over, trying to get some quick passes here. Looking for the 3, not going to take it. Drive it inside.
It's going to be another quick foul on Avila that time. One of the keys for Goodwell tonight is going to be staying out of foul trouble.
Oh.
Dear Santa, I've been a good dad this year.
Dad, what are you doing?
Well, I was asking Santa for a new phone this year.
That's cute. But right now, PTCI can give you $800 off new phones and new unlimited plans.
Really?
Now, get up to $800 off the newest phones for current and new PTCI customers. Call 800-562-2556 today and get yours.
Bobcats looking to pass it in. Humphreys passes in to Andrews. Got some quick passing here for the Lady Bobcats. That shot up there is no good for Williams. Bobcats able to get the offensive rebound.
That's 3 offensive rebounds in a row. Goodwell's going to have to get better on the boards.
And drawing the foul is number 15, Kendall Humphreys. That'll send her to the line.
That's going to be the second foul on Gracie Langford for Goodwell. That's going to be a huge, huge play in this game early on. Langford, the primary ball handler for Goodwell.
excuse me, that does not take her to the line. That called that on the ground. Shot for three. No good. Eagles able to get the rebound to Langford, bringing it up here. Over to Hines. The Eagles working the ball. Trying to get the offense to set up here. Got a high post with Langford. Not going to work. Langford taking the ball at the high post. Shot is up and good. Bobcats shooting three is Andrews. It's no good for the Bobcats.
Much better job of blocking out that time from the Lady Eagles. Goodwell employed this high-low offense yesterday against Boys City to great effect to slow that Boys City team down.
Getting some directions here by the head coach for the Eagles.
It's going to be a travel on number 20, Hines, for Goodwell. Turning the ball back to Tyrone.
And we have a timeout called here by the Eagles.
Nathaniel.
Andrews is going to be taking the ball in for the Bobcats. Bobcats still working on the outside. Haven't been able to get the ball inside much early. And that shot is no good there by Grossman.
Also in the game for the Lady Eagles is freshman Emery Gray, number 23.
Eagles passing around the outside. Goes over to number 4, Avila. Still trying to work that high post. Strain coughs the ball up on a turnover. We got a fast break opportunity. No good for the Bobcats as they get called for a travel violation.
That was another offensive rebound, though, Nathaniel. They're going to have to figure out a way to box out a little bit better on Tyrone.
Not much of a score here early in this first quarter. Still just 2-0. Tyrone still trying to get on the board. 3 is no good. Bobcats get the rebound. Humphreys looking inside.
Kind of an errant shot there from Humphreys on that one. Checking in now is going to be Haley White, number 32. Checking out will be Channing Duffy.
The Bobcats will be putting on the press here. Trying to get some more turnovers here. Eagles have a break. Down low for the Eagles, back out the Strain. Over to Avila, they're working that high post, but it's not there. Another turnover.
That's going to be the second foul on Avila also. Goodwell's getting in some early foul trouble, Nathaniel. Hadley Hines will check back in.
Eagles already have 3 fouls. Or, excuse me, 4 now.
And both those fouls are on Goodwell's 2 primary ball handlers.
It's not good early on for the Eagles, especially with the not much of a lead of just 2-0. Good work inside there, but
That's going to be a foul on Andrews there, number 34 for the reach.
that just looks like a frustration foul.
The Eagles' defense last night, Nathaniel, was very, very strong against Boise City and really stifled that offense, and it seems to be working early again against Tyrone.
It is. Langford, top of the key. Eagles are content taking their time, trying to get that ball inside. Another elbow shot for Langford, but that's no good. Tyrone able to get some fast break opportunities, but still.
That's going to be a big foul. That should be, I believe that's going to be the third on Langford. That is going to be the third foul on Gracie Langford.
That is not good, especially with just only 6 minutes into the game here. I'm pretty sure this, yep, Langford substituting out.
Embry Gray checks in the game, freshman.
Bobcats are able to get 1 point on the board.
That's going to be a travel on Gray. That's going to be the biggest thing with Goodwell. Nathaniel's trying to handle this pressure. A lot of Tyrone, it's not really creating pressure. It's just trying to get Goodwell to make a mistake. And so far, it's
working.
It's working.
15 driving in. Bobcats are getting up a lot of shots on offensive rebounds, just not getting them in. Three-pointer.
And that's going to be a tough foul right there.
That's another foul.
That one's going to go on Macy Strain. I believe they called that on the shot. That's going to be 3 free throws for Lomas.
Bobcats have a chance to take the lead. First one's good.
I think the shot selection from Tyrone right now might have Coach Banning a little frustrated. I don't believe those are the shots he's necessarily looking for from him.
That shot gives the Bobcats a lead. Making the most of her trip, getting all three free throws in. Bobcats take a 2-point lead. Eagles able to get it past half court, and Bobcats tip that one.
That is a block from Gossman, and she is good at that as Tyrone pushes.
Tyrone does get down the court fast. And that's going to be her second foul?
That's going to be the second foul on Macy Strain on 2 possessions here. I think the attacking nature of Tyrone may not be getting the shots that Coach Banning necessarily wants, but it's having an effect, because that's Goodwell's 17th foul already in the first quarter.
Yep.
Duffy's going to check back in here, I believe, for Haley White, number 32.
Bobcats making the most of getting to the line, but they just can't get those balls to get in the hoop.
Yeah, they're struggling to score.
With seven fouls on Goodwell, should have a bigger lead of just more points than there's 4. It is still early in the season where you still see lots more missed free throws. That ball just rolls out of there. Bobcats able to get an offensive rebound again.
Another travel that time on 34, Andrews. Checking in the game for Tyrone is going to be 13, Brooklyn Stevens. And number 15 for the Lady Eagles,
Auburn Harland.
Auburn Harland.
Eagles popping to go deep into their bench with all the foul trouble they've got.
This is where the foul trouble really starts to affect you quite a bit because you have to be able to play solid defense as Tyrone's pushing the ball up the floor, but even that play, Nathaniel, a block on the baseline is going to put him right back at.
Oh, they call? Yep.
They did call an offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
Anytime Tyrone attacks now, the fouls are going to put them right at the line early in this game. Goodwell's going to need to get this across, and she stepped out of bounds. Tanya Alvarez coming in. The Lady Eagles replacing Urania Olivas.
Bobcats get it into Andrews. Andrews working her left.
Oh, may have been a travel on that play.
From the corner is Andrews. Bobcats able to get a rebound.
Reach-in foul on Duffy on that. That's going to put her at the line.
Addison Williams has been able to get multiple offensive rebounds. That's going to send her to the line.
I think if you talk to Coach Taylor from Goodwell, the offensive rebounding has resulted in a lot of these fouls early on.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrone is really attacking that glass.
Williams can't hit from the line. Leaving lots of points up there. Strain with the shot. And
it's going to be a foul on Gossman on that play.
Auburn Harlan able to get the offensive board and draw the foul. Harlan making her first free throw. Have a chance here to tie it up. Just 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Ties the game up. We're all tied up at 4-4.
This man-to-man defense from Goodwell is giving Tyrone a lot of fits today. And that's going to be another foul.
There's another foul. It's going to be the 9th team foul on the Eagles.
You're starting to wonder if there might be a lid on that basket down there because there's just nothing falling for either team hardly.
Still nothing.
We've had one 2-point basket made by Gracie Langford, and it's been 6 free throws other than that for both squads.
Got 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Goodwell still got to get up over the half-court line. And they do, barely. They're through. One. Oh,
and
we got a bristle with 1 second left.
That's a foul that as a coach that'll drive you crazy. It's going to go on Addison Williams. It's going to be her first.
And that shot is no good. Here at the end of the first quarter, we have a tie game of 4-4. Still a lot left on the court. A lot of points left on the court. A lot of time left to play.
It should be an exciting end of the first half here. This is going to be one of those deals. Goodwell's going to have to stay out of foul trouble. And they're already in foul trouble, but they're going to have to keep the problem from compounding on itself. 9 team fouls already. Tyrone's not made much success at the line thus far, but that next team foul, it's going to be 2 free throws instead of 1-on-1 going forward for that entirety of that 8-minute second quarter.
Back here to get the second quarter ready to play. Let's see if the Eagles coach maybe has an answer for the press of the Bobcats and maybe some rebounding issues that have plagued them in the first quarter. Avila getting pressured. Emery Gray able to save that before it gets over the half-court line. And the Tyrone Bobcats fans have showed up here, putting a little bit more pressure on these Lady Eagles. And Duffy's shot is not there.
That's going to be another foul on Goodwell.
Coach Taylor for the Eagles trying to get some instructions here to his players, maybe get him out of foul trouble.
That foul picked up by Emery Gray. That's her first.
She'll be shooting 2 here at the line. That is short, off the front of the rim. If anything, this might send a message to the Lady Bobcats to work on their free throws after this game.
A good feeling of what they might be doing in practice on Monday.
Eagles trying to work that high post still. Avila. That's right inside the.
It's going to be a foul on Lomas on that play. Just kind of got behind her a little bit on the block out.
It's going to be on the ground. Avila will be looking to pass it in here for the Eagles. Out to the top for Duffy. And Gray's shot is good.
Emery Gray from the elbow.
That's about the same spot that Langford made it in the first quarter, that high post. And Williams, no good on that layup. Strain out from the arc.
Fight for that
Nothing
rebound.
there for Strain. Eagles able to corral that offensive rebound, and that's in and out there for Avila. Bobcats fast down the court here, trying to get a fast break opportunity. Still can't get that ball in, no matter how much they try.
They are struggling to score this evening.
And we do got a foul here. It's going to be on
Kendall Humphreys.
Kendall Humphreys.
Goodwell is now in the one-on-one bonus also in the first half at the almost the 6-minute mark.
See if Goodwell can make their free throws here. Already got a 2-point lead. Avila is good on her free throw.
Haley White checks in for Emery Gray. Haley White's a junior.
Both free throws good. Bobcats still trying to get their first points from the floor. And we have a timeout here by Coach Travis Banning for the Bobcats with 5 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the second quarter.
I don't think you can say enough about this Goodwell defense early in this game, though.
Yep, that's for sure. Bobcats now feeling the pressure of the crowd.
There's the first basket for Tyrone from Addison Williams. That's the first actual floor shot that wasn't a free throw. Comes at the 5-minute and 20-minute mark of the first half.
That timeout might have done some good for Tyrone. Not able to control it down low as another turnover by the Eagles. Pass go over there, goes to Lomas, back to Williams. In the corner is Humphreys. Bobcats still trying to work that ball inside. Williams backing down, spinning. It's not there, but able to get her own rebound is Williams, and drawing the foul.
Williams has provided a pretty good spark here in the last 45 to 50 seconds of gameplay.
See if Bobcats can get these 2 points in.
The
Still not in there.
From the line continues. Andrews checks back in for Tyrone. Gray checks back in. And Cambry Mole, number 34, checks in for Goodwell.
That shot is way short.
Very, very uncharacteristic free throw shooting from Tyrone.
Goodwell does have a home court advantage here.
They do.
That crowd does play in a little bit of effect, especially when you play here at OPSU. Avila dribbling around, able to get the pass over to Gray. And we got a carry here.
Lomas called for the carry on that play. Goodwell's
Drawing
going to
some
start handling the ball a lot better as far as what they're doing right now, but one thing to keep in mind is with the foul trouble, Goodwell's got a lot of players on the floor that might not typically be in a 2-point ball game at the 4-minute mark of a game.
Yep. Avila looking over to the corner to still trying to work that ball inside as Goodwell strained for three.
Just short.
We got a tussle for it down low.
Nathaniel, that call could have gone about 3 different ways. The travel's the one that got called. I was kind of anxious to see what they were actually going to call that time.
I didn't know what exactly they might say there.
I wasn't sure. Andrews is back in the game. She's usually typically the floor general for Tyrone, so it'll be interesting to see if they played the second quarter without her on the floor.
Got another foul here by the Eagles. It's on Gray. That's her, I think, second.
That will be her second foul.
We still haven't seen Langford back in the game yet after her 3 fouls early in the first quarter. Almost made a free throw.
I don't know what this percentage is in the first half, but I would imagine Coach Banning's about to maybe lose his mind a little bit over here. And another missed free throw.
Bobcats still staying with the press. Avila able to get over the half-court line. Over to White. White at the high post. Her shot off the back of the rim.
And we will have another foul. And not saying this in a mean way, Nathaniel, but the way Tyrone's shooting free throws right now, fouling him and putting him at the line might be the best defense you have.
That might be for sure.
That foul is going to be on White. That's her second foul.
Only thing you can hope for is when you get closer near the end of the season that you don't get foul trouble like this, because the better teams will take advantage of it.
They will. Usually Tyrone is a very good free throw shooting team, but you saw the same thing with Boise City and Boise City in Goodwell game yesterday, as Boise City struggled at the free throw line mightily in that game, and it carried over into their game today against Eric as well.
You can almost see the frustration of the Tyrone players missing the free throws now. We finally made one. have a 1-point ball game here with 3:15 in the second quarter. Goodwell's kind of content just making it slowly down the court. Not going to try to push the press. One thing about these Lady Eagles, they're patient with those passes, and that's a turnover. Avila able to poke that out. And we got a travel called.
It was a good hustle play by Addie Williams, just happened to turn over just a little bit, and I think that's what got the travel called on that. But as you mentioned, Goodwell is very patient on offense. The less possessions the opposing team has, it's a benefit to them.
Mole with a shot, and that's no good. Tyrone for 3. Another offensive board. Not such a great shot there by Leslie Lomas.
I will be interested to see the free throw numbers at halftime when we get the sheet.
Got to have that internal clock when you decide to take time coming up the backcourt. But Bobcats able to poke that one out. Vila passes it into Duffy. Back to Vila, looking. High post there from Mole. Mole's not afraid to shoot it.
That's going to be just a cheap foul on Channing Duffy there. Just not needed at all.
Just got to keep your hands off her.
I believe that's going to be her 3rd foul. That is her 3rd foul, Nathaniel.
That'll send Williams to the line once again. And it's in. Bobcats able to tie this game up. It's a low-scoring affair, 8-8. Bobcats get another offensive board. Williams looks like she's going to come back up with it.
And Channing Duffy with that's going to be her 4th foul on that play. That's a big foul. Alvarez going to check in for her.
That 4th foul almost sit you on the bench the whole 3rd quarter.
It will. And Tyrone's a good enough of a team and free throw shooting team that if you keep putting them at the line, eventually they're going to start falling, as that one just did as well for Williams.
Gives Tyrone the lead here, 9-8, 2:05. Bobcats almost had another offensive rebound.
I believe they're going to get the ball out of bounds.
They will get the ball underneath their own hoop. Someone's got to inbound it here, though, for the Bobcats. That will be number 15, Kendall Humphreys.
That was a nicely ran play.
Just no finish there, but able to get back up with it is
underneath.
Cameron Ghostman. Gets her first points of the game. Tyrone now has a 3-point lead. Just in about a minute, they went from being down by 2 to up by 3. No, another turnover there by the Eagles. Missed fast break opportunity here.
That's going to be a reach-in foul on Andrews. That's going to put Cambry Mole at the line.
She'll be shooting 1-1.
Elizabeth Parker and Auburn Harlan checking in. That's going to be the 2nd foul on Andrews. So there's a little bit of foul trouble for Tyrone, but definitely not near the foul trouble that Goodwell's looking at right now going into halftime.
Mole's not able to get that free throw. Bobcats get the board. Lomas bringing it up the court. Passes it over to the Ghostman. Crossing over with the layup. A good play there by Grossman.
Looked like the Red Sea parting down the lane right there.
Bobcats leading by 5 now with just a minute left here in second quarter. Eagles are really hurting with not having those offensive weapons that are now in foul trouble. Strain trying to work that ball inside. Gets it up into Gray. Gray fires it up there, but that's nothing for her. Fast break opportunity again for the Bobcats. And a block is called. And one.
That's going to be the third foul, I believe, on Macy Strain as well. So it looks like maybe during one of those timeouts they got up and took the lid off Tyrone's basket because their shots have started to fall a little bit. And that is the third foul on Strain.
Bobcats up by 7. They're on a 9-0 run right here in the last 2 minutes about.
Tyrone is one of those teams that can score and score quick. They do have a lot of weapons.
Strain. Another unnecessary turnover there for the Eagles.
Looks like Tyrone will wait for the last shot here. It's 15 seconds to go in the first half.
Humphreys pass it over to Grossman. Grossman out to Williams.
Another wide open lane.
And Humphreys makes them pay on that lane wide open there. Strain's going to be forced to throw up the half-court shot. Here at the end of the first half, Tyrone Bobcats leading 17-8, pulling off about a 10-point swing there the last 2 minutes.
That was, I mean, you kind of knew with Tyrone that it was going to be hard to keep them down, especially with the foul trouble that Goodwell was getting into as far as, like you mentioned, Nathaniel, the offensive weapons, but you start to lose your defensive intensity also because, I mean, anytime you're making contact, you're getting a whistle, and not saying they're not fouls, just saying it starts to slow you down offensively and defensively.
That is for sure. Let's see what maybe the coaches can draw something up here at halftime. We'll see you back at the start of the third quarter on this PTCI broadcast. We're back here to start the third quarter of play here. Championship here of the High Plains Tournament at Oklahoma Panhandle State University.
The final free throw numbers for that first half, Goodwell was 4 of 5. Tyrone was 7 for 22 from the line.
That is a big point differential, leaving 15 points up on the.
That's going to be the third foul on Andrews on an offensive screen right there. That's going to be her third early in the third quarter.
Langford is back on the court for the Eagles after getting into foul trouble early. She'll be taking the ball up here for the Eagles. Eagles down by 9. But they are capable of bringing us back in. Avila trying to get down there in the post. Over to Strain. Strain over to Langford.
Looks like a high 2-3 matchup zone from Tyrone, which that length has given Goodwell a little bit of problems as far as seeing over it.
Avila with the 3. And Gray's able to get the rebound. Langford going to get the offense set back up here. Working the high post. Spins around. Langford is off the back of the rim.
One thing to keep in mind, both Langford for Goodwell and Andrews for Tyrone, both key playmakers are playing right now with 3 fouls.
Andrews' shot rolls out.
And that is going to be the 4th foul, I believe, on Avila. Maybe her 3rd. We'll see here. That is going to be her 3rd foul. So our trend from the first half, it appears, is going to carry over into the second half of free throws and another missed free throw.
Yep. Missing the first one is Williams. And that one rolls in there for the Bobcats, give them a 10-point lead. Kind of giving a soft press here is the Bobcats on the defense. The top of the key, Langford. Avila looking, trying to get the, she's going to shoot that 3. Andrews gets the rebound.
Avila's got to be careful not to pick up her 4th here.
Shuffle for the ball here, but Bobcats able to keep with it. And we do have a foul called as Grossman tries to get that shot up.
That is going to be the 4th foul on Avila. That's a huge foul. The hustle from both of these teams is just, I mean, that's something to be appreciated right now. I mean, if the ball is on the floor, you've got more than one person from each team diving to get a loose ball at this point in time. It's going to be Harlan checking in for Avila. She's going to have to sit for a little bit.
Grossman makes that first free throw. Makes her second. Bobcats. Langford bringing it up here for the Lady Eagles. Getting a screen. Strain for 3. That's not there. Bobcats get the rebound. Andrews over to Grossman. Back to Andrews for 3. That's not there. Strain will get the rebound. Getting pressured here by Humphreys.
Goodwell's going to have to be careful right here. They've got to get some points or Tyrone's going to start to stretch this out a little bit.
Down by 12. Strain trying to get that ball down there in the post to Langford, it looks like.
Errant pass that time from Olivas to Strain.
Williams with the crossover and the drive. That's not there for her, though. Andrews puts it back up, and it's in.
22-8. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Harlan getting the screen. Langford not able to draw a foul there. And she gets the and one. She's been wanting that ball down there in the low post for a while now.
That's going to be the third or fourth foul on Andrews now. That's her
third, I think is what they're marking that as maybe.
It's going to be her fourth foul.
Oh, her fourth foul.
Fourth foul on Andrews.
That'll sit here on the bench.
And, you know, that foul came because of the same thing we talked about in the first half, offensive rebounding.
Langford makes her free throw, makes that a three-point play there. Now down by 11. Stevens loses the ball there. Eagles will have it. Now that the Bobcats don't have Andrews on the field, let's see if the Eagles can work it down low.
There's still a lot of length under that basket for Tyrone, but it does take out the primary ball handler for the Bobcats.
Langford passes it out to Hines. Langford trying to go up with it. She draws the foul there.
Gossman didn't agree with that call, but Coach Banning's right. That's going to be called almost every time.
Yep.
And that is going to be her second foul. So Gossman's managed to stay out of foul trouble in this game. Early in this year, she's struggled to stay out of foul trouble in their early games.
Langford makes her first free throw. Now it's down by 10.
That's a 5-0 run for the Lady Eagles as Langford makes that one.
That's all 5 points there by Langford as well. Much needed as she comes back into this game. Bobcats call timeout here with 3:51 left in the third quarter.
Do you dread the cold of winter? Then PTCI has the freeze that will warm your heart. Boost your speed, and PTCI will freeze your internet bill at the same price you've already been paying for 6 whole months. If you are a new customer, PTCI will give you a free month of internet, and everyone gets whole home Wi-Fi free for 6 months. Call 800-562-2556 to freeze your bill today. Some restrictions apply.
Bobcats here will have the ball with 3:51 in the third quarter. Up by 9. Goes into Williams. Humphreys on the top. Pass over to Williams. Williams trying to work it down low. And they call a travel violation there on Williams.
Olivas checks in for Mall.
Bobcats coach calling for the press here. Langford able to use her ball handling skills to get out of that press. Langford down low again. Airballed. On the edge is Stevens. Stevens' shot not there. It stays down here with Bobcats. I don't think we've had a made three-pointer yet this game.
We do not, and that's the difference for both teams from the way what they usually look for on the years is that three ball is a huge weapon for both clubs.
Another missed shot there for Bobcats.
That was a very nice play by Gossman, knocking that off of the feet of number 20, Hadley Hines.
Bobcats will have another opportunity.
As we said before, the hustle in this game is, from both sides, is great to see.
Humphreys trying to get inside. Good defense there by the Eagles.
Very good defense by Mull on that play. Ball stays with Tyrone.
It's about their fourth possession
It is.
down here. Trying to get something here.
And I believe it's going to be a big call here. That's going to be the fourth foul on Langford now.
Langford's got to be careful here. They're staying in the game.
Avila's coming back in, but she also has 4 fouls, so kind of playing. You need one of those kids on the floor to handle that pressure, and Waite's checking in for Cambry. Mull. You need Langford or Avila one on the floor to help handle the ball, but both of them have 4 fouls, so you kind of got yourself in a
pickle.
Issue.
Yep.
Nice defensive play by Olivas on that one to knock the inbounds pass right back to the inbounder, essentially. It's still going to be Tyrone ball under the basket, though.
Lomas with the 3. Gets nothing. Rebounded by Harlan. Leave us with the screen. Harlan back to Avila. We got a timeout here by Coach Taylor for the Eagles. 2:31 left.
Dear Santa, I've been a good dad this year.
Dad, what are you doing?
Well, I was asking Santa for a new phone this year.
That's cute. But right now, PTCI can give you $800 off new phones and new unlimited plans.
Really?
Now, get up to $800 off the newest phones for current and new PTCI customers. Call 800-562-2556 today and get yours.
And back after that timeout, Harlan will pass it in here to Avila. Over to Hines. Avila not afraid to try to take that one in. Just a lot of passing around here on the arch. Coach Taylor trying to get some instructions for his offense as they really just taking their time, and they don't really have much time to afford.
I believe that Langford has all 5 points in the second half.
She
and with
does.
her on the bench, it's probably a little bit of a trying to figure out who's supposed to score at this point in time. It was a nice play by Williams, just couldn't finish the shot.
That ball will go out of bounds there on Stevens.
Elizabeth Parker checks in the game for Lomas.
Duffy's,
Channing Duffy and Gracie Langford back in for the Lady Eagles.
and Duffy has 4 fouls herself. Lots of foul trouble here for the Eagles, but that's what happens when you get about 10 fouls in the first quarter.
Yes, sir.
Avila trying to beat the defense. Duffy for 3. She usually can hit that one.
Very, very good shooter from outside. Tyrone's pushing up quick to Parker. And that's going to be a foul on Hines, I believe. And I think that one may have hurt a little bit.
See if Tyrone can get their free throws in. Parker swishes it, first attempt.
Maybe Coach Banning wants to have a talk with Coach Taylor and ask him just to foul some of the other girls, because Parker seems to be pretty good at the line. Lomas seems to be pretty good at the line. Maybe just putting the wrong girls up there, maybe. I don't know.
Takes a weird bounce off the hoop. Goodwell will have it. Tyrone not backing down from this press. Avila passes it out to Duffy. This is Tyrone staying with the zone on defense.
Goodwill's usually pretty patient on offense like you see here, but, you know, down 10.
Strain's
There's
three
the three.
finally hits for her.
You know, down 10, now 7. You know, a minute to go in the third. Usually you wouldn't have cause to pause, but as far as baskets, as hard as they've been to come by, you've almost got to maybe move your offense a little quicker, and that's what worked there with Duffy hitting, or Strain hitting the 3.
Humphreys wanted to take that, and she's going to get Gossman with a charge.
That is bringing a reaction of joy from one side and angst from behind us here, as that call was that could have gone either way, and either way as an official, you make that call, half the gym's going to be yelling at you.
That's for sure.
And that's the 3rd foul on Gossman, so fouls now starting to become important for Gossman.
Goodwell takes it up with Gray. Seems like here the momentum in the gym has swung to the Eagles side. Just under 30 seconds here. Looks like Taylor's trying to get a play set up here. Get the last shot.
Trying to get Strain open in that corner again, but Tyrone's got somebody spying her in that corner.
Duffy with the long 2. And we're going to jump ball here with 7.8 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Goodwell will have the ball underneath their own basket here. Checking in the game is going to be White for this play, and Tanya Alvarez relieving Emery Gray and Channing Duffy.
Alvarez, loses the ball. But able to keep on it. Strain, 3 seconds. She's going to have to shoot that. Gets it up there, but that's not good for the Eagles. Bobcats have the lead going into the 4th quarter, 23-16. Bobcats here will get the ball to start the 4th quarter. The same lineup they had to end the 3rd quarter. Andrew's still on the bench. And you see Langford on the bench as well for the Eagles. Gossman's shot is not there.
At this point, Goodwill's going to have to get real aggressive on the boards and try to keep these second opportunities. And 3rd maybe potentially here.
They're going to call a travel there on Williams.
Andrews is going to check back in here at the 7:39 mark. Coming in for Parker. We're going to have a pause for a contact lens here.
Parker was going to come out, but Williams comes out instead. And she's ready to check back into the game after getting her contact put back in her eye. Avila getting the offense set up here for the Eagles. Olivas sets a screen. Gray with the 3. It's not there.
Duffy with the rebound, though, gets it back up. No good. We'll see if Tyrone keeps their foot on the pedal here, if they try to slow it up just a little bit. Andrews right straight to the basket.
Oh,
No
wide
good.
open shot. Just got to make that one for Tyrone.
I guess we got our answer, whether they were going to sit on it. As I was saying it, she drives right to the basket. As hard as baskets have been to come by in this game, each possession for Goodwell gets to be very, very important.
And Tyrone's going to get called for a foul here. That's number 13, Stevens.
Gray looks a little banged up on that play. And White's going to check in for her. Gray's played really well for a freshman today, and that's one thing to keep in mind, Nathaniel, with both of these teams, is there's not a senior in the rotation for either one of these squads. Very, very young basketball teams.
Had two subs trying to come in there for Goodwell as Gray got banged up, a little bit of confusion, but they got it fixed. Avila for three.
Just short.
Short. Grossman not going to be patient with that. Passes up to Humphreys. Humphreys' shot is not there.
Andrews was close on that one to reaching in to maybe grab that loose ball and thought better of it.
Yeah, she let go of that after she realized maybe I got 4 fouls. Avila trying to get the reverse. And Avila is both being patient, too, on not trying to get that foul. Andrews for three.
That's good.
That's good.
That's the difference Angel Andrews can make in a game sometimes. It's hard to pack it in inside against Tyrone when they've got the shooting outside like that.
Leave us from the free throw line. You know, we have seen very little fouls in this fourth quarter. Only 4 for Goodwell and 5 for Tyrone.
So that's 9 combined. We had 9 on Goodwell with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, I believe. Now Mole's going to finally get a check in the game. She's going to relieve Olivas here.
Langford also checked in.
A lot of kids on the floor with 4 fouls for Goodwell. Duffy, Langford, and Avila. And I believe Macy Strain may only have 3, but there's a lot of foul trouble on that Goodwell side.
Langford trying to dribble around, passes out to Strain. Strain for 3. Oh, that's in and out there.
And there's going to be one of them's going to pick up a foul here. That is going to be on Malin Avila, and that's going to be number 5, I believe, on her.
And she knows it.
Comes over to shake Coach Banning's hand. Auburn Harlan's going to check in for her. Good hustling day from Avila, though.
Tyrone up by 10 here with 5:18. Goodwell still not pressing. It's hard to press when you have 4 fouls and multiple players.
It makes it very difficult.
Langford gets the offensive rebound. Defensive rebound.
It kind of makes you wonder on that shot from Gossman there on maybe taking that shot up 10 with 5 minutes to go with the foul trouble. It led to a reach-in foul on, I'm not sure who picked that one up.
That was Williams.
Williams picked up a foul. So the next foul from Tyrone is going to start putting Goodwell at the line of where they're actually, I believe, 6 out of 7 tonight.
Strain's wanting to hit that three-pointer. Goodwell being patient.
Harlan comes up short on that one.
Bobcats will have the ball.
Have a timeout, Tyrone here.
4:33 here, fourth quarter on this PTCI broadcast. We have a score of 26-16, Bobcats leading.
Do you dread the cold of winter? Then PTCI has the freeze that will warm your heart. Boost your speed, and PTCI will freeze your internet bill at the same price you've already been paying for 6 whole months. If you are a new customer, PTCI will give you a free month of internet, and everyone gets whole home Wi-Fi free for 6 months. Call 800-562-2556 to freeze your bill today. Some restrictions apply.
They've only got one with 4. That's Andrews Gospel with 3.
Bobcats will have the ball here. 4.5 minutes left to play in this game. High Plains Championship here.
It looks like Tyrone might be content on making sure they get the shot they want and making Goodwell kind of come out to guard him here. Probably a pretty good strategy with the foul trouble.
Yep, and Tyrone is being very patient here on the outside. Humphreys just passing it over to Stevens. Stevens back out to Andrews. Andrews going to maybe try to take it. That's over to Williams.
Just not getting shots to fall.
Harlan for 3.
Got
That's
it.
good.
Got it. That'll cut the lead to 7.
Kind of gives a breath of fresh air for the Eagles. Kind of lifts the energy up here on the Goodwell crowd as well. Williams outside. Driving in over to Gossman. Williams back over to Humphreys. Humphreys driving to her right. It's no good there for Humphreys. And Langford will bring this one up. Tyrone still staying in the zone. It's a costly mistake there by the Eagles.
Double dribble on Harlan that time and just got a little too quick. She's going to check out. Hines is checking in for the Lady Eagles. 2:54 to go. 7-point game.
Humphreys over to Lomas.
Corner to Williams.
Lomas for 3.
And she gets it.
And she hits
That's
it.
a big shot. Big shot.
Puts Tyrone up by 10 here with 2.5. Langford not there. Moles shot.
Hines
isn't
underneath
there.
with the big board and put back for the Lady Eagles and a timeout by Taylor. You know, the smallest kid on the floor for Goodwell there gets a rebound underneath the basket and goes right up.
Eagles down by 8 here with 2:17. Tyrone will have the ball. 2:17. See if Coach Taylor for the Eagles is able to draw something up here on defense.
Looks like they're going to have a little bit more pressure. Tyrone usually uses a little bit of dribble drive into games to kind of relieve that pressure a little bit and get the shots they want and waste time.
Andrews kind of wanted to take that almost there for a second.
I'm not sure that's necessarily what Coach Banning was looking for, but they'll take the foul, I believe.
I think that's going to be Duffy's.
That is going to be the 5th foul on Duffy. It's going to be Emery Gray checking in for Channing Duffy. The Tyrone ball's underneath their own basket.
Humphreys looking to pass it out. That's tipped there by Mole, but Andrews able to come up with it. Williams at the top. Over to Lomas. Williams. Tyrone with some good quick passes here. Humphreys has a wide open lane, and that's just out of there. And a good way to knock that ball away for Strain on the Eagles. Langford's going to bring that up here. We've got a minute and a half. Goodwell's going to have to hustle.
Hines for three. Just short. Williams with the big board. Now, if you're Goodwell at the 120 mark, I mean, you know, the old thing is if they're going to send the ball, you have to foul them, put them at the free throw line. But with the foul trouble, you have to wonder who do you have that can foul? It looks like it's going to be Mole.
Mole's going to have to foul.
She's going to get the foul called.
Williams hasn't been able to make her free throws.
She has struggled at the line tonight. You know, we've talked about the offense and how it's kind of been stagnant, but I think the thing we've left out is that means the defense has been pretty good in this game.
Yeah.
From both sides. I'm talking, you know, one thing as Addie Williams shoots his first free throw, there was 2 ranked teams in Class B basketball that came into this tournament. Boys City at 18, and I believe Eric was at 10 or 12, and they're not playing in the championship. You have Goodwell and Tyrone playing in this game, and I think it's just a big testament to how strong the girls basketball is up here in the Panhandle.
That is for sure.
Williams makes the first, misses the second to make it a 9-point game.
Gray trying to get into Langford. Langford's going to go up with it. And Lomas. And we're going to call a jump ball here. That's going to be Goodwell's ball.
51 seconds to go in a 9-point game. Goodwell needs to score quick here. You don't necessarily have to have a 3, but you've got to score quick.
Langford over to Hines. Oh, Mole was looking to set the screen there, and they passed it to her.
Unfortunate turnover there, and Tyrone has no reason to try to score here. They just need to hold on to the ball for the last 30 seconds here.
Oh, Strain gets her hands on that one. Well, and Mole fouls Williams. I think they're waiting for the ball to get into Williams' hands to foul again.
They were. I mean, they definitely were. And you know, in defense of Cambry Mole there, that's not where a post wants to be, is trying to guard a kid as you know, that can be a guard or a post. And Addie Williams, you know, 30 feet from the basket. That's a tough play for her.
Andrews puts
fouled.
that up, and that's going to be Langford's 5th foul as well.
And you know, we have Addison Williams' mom sitting down keeping the clock for this game, and I have a feeling Addie might be going and shooting free throws tonight when the game's over. 16 seconds left to go here. Harlan's going to check in for that was Langford's 5th, so she'll check in for her.
Andrew's shot is up and in. That gives a 10-point lead. You can kind of see the Tyrone players start smiling, take a deep breath. And
yeah. What a hard-fought game from Goodwell. I mean, it was a very good game played from both sides. I mean, a little sloppy at times as far as, you know, but both teams playing hard. Sometimes the product may not look that good on the court, but a very, very good game. Last
2 seconds. Strain's going to fire that one up there. Here at the end of the game, we have the Bobcats coming out as High Plains tournament champions. The score 32-21.
Very, very well played game from both sides. Goodwell has no reason to hang their head with the effort they had today. It was a very, very well played game from their side.
Bobcats showed their size and their length early of getting the offensive rebounds, and Goodwell kind of dug themselves in a hole with that foul trouble.
They did. The foul trouble early on, I mean, while it didn't show on the scoreboard as Tyrone was missing the free throws, it got to be a burden there in the 3rd and the 4th quarter as Tyrone was able to put together You know, that little run to end the first half kind of ended up being the difference in the game.
Goodwell Eagles getting the runner up.
We had a lost plaque there, it appears.
Langford getting the plaque there for the Eagles. Bobcats crowned as champions.
You know, Coach Bell had to run and find the trophy. I think maybe it's more running than he's done since football season ended there.
All right, I'd like you guys, everybody, stay tuned here. Pretty soon we'll get started here with the men's championship game, where we'll have the Goodwell Eagles and Tyrone Bobcats.
We will.
And we're getting ready here to start the men's championship here at the High Plains tournament at OPSU. And we have the Goodwell Eagles against the Tyrone Bobcats here.
Starting for Goodwell is going to be Ben Schreiner, Aiden Gonzalez, Jaden Harold, Christian Gassin, and Abel Espino. I believe that is all juniors, if I'm not mistaken, starting for Goodwell.
That is correct. Goodwell only has 2 seniors on their team.
Connor Witt will start for Tyrone. Dakota Cohen. And Berto Hernandez. And Kobe Williams. And Carlos Pimentel. Tyrone just finishing football season a couple weeks ago in the state quarterfinals. Will still be missing 3 of their normal starters, but they've still been playing really good basketball. Berto Hernandez, number 5, is one of the best players in Class B, maybe any class, to be honest. And watched them play a few times this year. They played Texoma really close. Haven't had much of a challenge here in the High Plains tournament. This should be a good game.
Schreiner will be jumping for Goodwell and Hernandez for Tyrone. We get started here at Anchor D Bank Stadium. Schreiner winning that tip. Gonzalez over to Galcine. Espino over to Schreiner at the low post. Schreiner back up and in.
Good offensive rebound.
Eagles starting off here with the press. Oh, and Hernandez able to save that one, but right into the arms of Espino.
One of the biggest keys for Tyrone here. Goodwell usually jumps out real quick on their opponents, as Tyrone needs to find a way to keep it right within striking distance here early. But that 3 by Espino is going to make it a 5-0 lead already a minute into the game.
Espino gives that a 5-0 lead. And that pass goes to nobody.
Another turnover on Tyrone there. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers this far.
Galcine over to Espino. Kind of slowing it down here, Goodwell is. Into Harold. Schreiner.
Schreiner on that baseline is deadly.
He likes hanging out down there at the baseline. Tyrone's going to have an answer for it. Hernandez takes that ball up there. Oh, we got a wide open guy down below, and back to Hernandez. But they're going to call that foul on the ground.
It's going to be the first one on Schreiner. 7-0 lead already for Goodwell here.
And Tyrone's not even been able to get a shot up. And that goes in, and that shot is no good there.
Pimentel on
by
that one.
Pimentel.
Gonzalez to Schreiner on the baseline again.
Back out to Espino and to Harold. Gonzalez for 3.
Got it.
10-0 lead here. Goodwell comes out firing on all cylinders. Offense and defensively.
It's going to be another blocking foul. Looks like it's going to be on number 10, Aiden Gonzalez. Does not agree with the call. I don't know if they're going to change it for him, though, but it doesn't appear so.
Like you said, Goodwell doesn't have any seniors on their starting lineup, so it's all uphill here for Goodwell the next year and two.
It is, definitely is. Tyrone, a very senior-heavy team. Just missing those 3 tonight.
Witt over to Pimento. Hernandez back over to Witt. Witt for 3, that's off the front of the rim. But Cohen able to get the rebound. Hernandez guarded by Schreiner. Kind of got a loose zone here for Goodwell, but Schreiner follows Hernandez all over the court.
Gassim gets his hands on the ball there.
Gotta have a foul called on Connor Witt.
Gassim for 3. That's 3 players now from Goodwell that have hit a 3 here to start this game. They're 3 for 3 from the 3-point line, and it's 3 different players.
And Clay Witt for Tyrone calls that timeout. Head coach for Tyrone as they're up. Tyrone's down, 13-0. It's 5 minutes in this first quarter.
The 3-point shot from Goodwell has been there early and often in the first 3 minutes of this game. It seems like the pressure from Goodwell, too, is kind of taking Tyrone a little bit out of being able to set up on offense. Once they do get the ball past half court, they're kind of scrambling just a little bit.
Goodwell coming on with the four-court press. I have yet to mention that the Goodwell Eagles are coached by longtime coach Sean Strain, as well as the Bobcats coached by Clay Witt.
These guys have coached against each other a lot of times, and that's going to be an early second foul on Schreiner there. The good thing with Goodwell is that bench is very deep, as Victor Ramirez will check in now, number 3, to get Ben a rest, but it does bring in the question of covering Berto Hernandez now.
Hernandez just almost looks like he stands a foot taller than everybody else on the court.
He is definitely, been watching this kid since he was a freshman. He's a very talented kid.
Hernandez at the top.
Looks like Ramirez has drawn the task of guarding him here.
Cohen missing everything from the arc. Oh, Hernandez tries to go for the steal, but he misses.
And that's going to be a foul on Gassin, I believe. It is. So on Goodwell boys, it's 3 fouls early on.
Cohen, and that Gonzalez says no, don't get that in there. Harold, Espino down the Ramirez trying to draw the foul.
He will draw the foul on Berto Hernandez. That'll be his first.
Almost halfway through this first quarter, Tyrone still doesn't have any points.
It's almost as the girls' game went, just a little more scoring from the Goodwell boys. Ramirez good from the line.
Victor Ramirez gets the first free throw here for the Eagles. Second for Ramirez. And they're doubling there on Hernandez, trying to keep him from getting the ball on the inbounds. Oh, Ramirez with the tip, causing the turnover. Espino.
That's going to be a foul on Witt. Reach-in foul, I believe. It is. So far in this game, I have Tyrone down with 5 turnovers already. 0 points, 5 turnovers halfway through the first quarter. Mason Taylor checks in for Jaden Harold.
Espino over to Galcine. Spins around, that's off the front of the rim.
And another foul, I believe, on Connor Witt. And with Tyrone being shorthanded as it is, that's a huge, huge blow for Tyrone. 25 will check in the game. That's Chance Nolan.
Espino will be looking to pass it in here.
It's going to be a second foul on Gassin. That'll bring in Peyton Langford for Gassin. Peyton Langford is senior for Goodwell.
Hernandez is still able to come up with it somehow. And that's still nothing, no buckets yet for Tyrone.
And Berto with a great play to tip that away from behind.
His long arms able to get around those.
Going around the top here, Hernandez on the wing.
Hernandez pulls it up.
And gets it from deep.
Good.
Nathaniel, that was 3 feet behind the college line, I think. That was deep.
You can't defend against that sometimes. That's exactly what Tyrone needed.
It did.
Langford. That's off there. Oh, and Ramirez.
Ramirez tried to save it, but his foot was on the line there. So if you're Goodwell with Gassin out, you need to make sure you don't let Berto get loose and get going here, because once that kid gets going, he is hard to handle.
Noland over to Williams. Williams back to Hernandez. You can already hear the Goodwell coaches say, don't foul him whenever Hernandez gets the ball.
Yeah.
But he's good from the line. There's another pull-up three. That's short, though. Gonzalez gets the rebound. Over to Taylor. Espino for three. Langford.
I'm not sure why Noland was trying to save that ball. Langford had touched that ball last, but
Goodwell gets the ball underneath their own basket. Espino. Inbounds it there to Ramirez. Oh, good defense there by Tyrone.
Going to be a foul on Langford. Might be a little frustration on that one.
Yeah, Langford shaking his head. Yep, that was me.
That's going to be the 16th foul on Goodwell, so the next foul is going to start putting Tyrone at the line. We'll have to see if they shoot free throws better than the girls did today.
Oh, Hernandez loses the ball. He still hasn't got it past half court. And it's a turnover there.
That's going to be a foul on number 24, Kobe Williams, on the turnover. That's the 6th turnover on Tyrone thus far.
Tyrone now has 5 team fouls. Langford looking to inbound. We got a timeout here by Coach Strain here for Goodwell. We got 2:24 left. Goodwell has a lead 15-3.
Dear Santa, I've been a good dad this year.
Dad, what are you doing?
Well, I was asking Santa for a new phone this year.
That's cute. But right now, PTCI can give you $800 off new phones and new unlimited plans.
Really?
Now, get up to $800 off the newest phones for current and new PTCI customers. Call 800-562-2556 today and get yours.
Langford inbounding it here. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to this PTCI live stream for this High Plains tournament. Make sure to subscribe to the PTCI YouTube channel. Come back regularly with sport events and area events all around the Panhandle. Ramirez pulls that up. And that falls right into Hernandez's hands. Over to Nolan. Williams gets fouled there.
The foul's going to be on Ramirez.
That'll send Tyrone to the line for the first time.
We'll see if Addie's brother can shoot some free throws here.
Off the front of the rim.
This is the first. Gonzalez going to get a rest here as Harold comes in for him. Williams connects on the second.
Brings Tyrone up to 4 points. Taylor, Harold in the corner. Ramirez kind of taking that spot where Schreiner usually would be at, but gets called for the travel.
Goodwell keeping with that pressure, knowing one of the ball handlers for Tyrone is not in here, but Berta Hernandez gets free here and scores.
That's something special when you can get free off the double team.
It is.
Ramirez not afraid to take it up.
That's going to be a foul on Dakota Cohen. And that's going to be the 6th foul on Tyrone. Nathaniel, Tyrone, out of these two teams, they can't afford to have the fouls rack up on them. Unlike the girls' team, the boys with the 3 kids out, I mean, that bench is real short for Coach Witt. That's the first foul on Cohen.
Oh, Ramirez's free throw bounces out. And off the front of the rim is Ramirez's free throw. Goodwell's kind of slowed down here with their points. Hernandez.
They're pulling a full double on Hernandez right now. They've got 2 guys dedicated to him. It seems like the full length of the court. And that's going to be a reach, I believe, on
Espino.
On Espino, and that's going to put Hernandez at the line.
Tyrone's going to slowly crawl back into this one.
Number 11, Will Brewer, checks in the game for Tyrone, replacing
Nolan.
Sorry. The Tyrone doesn't have a number 11. I was looking at the other one. I'm not sure on the name on number 11. Berto Hernandez misses the front end of the 1-and-1.
Langford's pass is intercepted there by Pimentel. Williams stopping there, pass it over to Hernandez. You know, when you double team Hernandez, you will leave somebody open.
And watching Tyrone through this High Plains tournament, they've had some opportunities and some kids have stepped up and hit some shots, but Goodwell's a little bit different animal when it comes to defensively. And Berto Hernandez with the jump shot right there on the elbow, a real pretty shot.
Makes it 17-8. 15-8, my bad. Taylor for
hits
3.
a 3. And that's the 4th Goodwell Eagle to hit a 3 in the first quarter of this game, if it tells you how tough they are to defend.
Has the ball in the corner. Hernandez, top of the key.
He wants
Looks
to
like he wants it.
Little.
Back over to Cohen, over to Pimentel. 10 seconds here. Hernandez, we know he's going to take the last shot.
He will definitely take the last shot, or he is good at finding somebody wide open.
11
like that.
in the corner. Oh, that's no good there for Tyrone. Here at the end of the first quarter, we have the Goodwell Eagles 18, Tyrone Bobcats 8. On this PTCI live stream, the High Plains Championship Tournament. Tyrone getting the win with the girls' championship. Goodwell has the lead here by 10. Start the second quarter. Williams inbounding here to Pimentel.
Vance Shriner's into the game, guarding Pimentel.
Hernandez pulls up. That one almost went in. Rolled out. Espino over to in the corner to Ramirez. Ramirez dribbling it out. Ramirez struggling over there. We got a timeout here on Strain for Coach Strain. Looking a little frustrated as Goodwell on offense.
Yeah, 30-second timeout.
Harold taking the ball here. Spino in the corner to Shriner. Good outside pass there over to Spino. Spino for three.
Got it again.
Hernandez guarded by Espino. Looking to get inside there. Oh, Espino able to get his hand on that one.
Espino has some really quick hands.
Shriner on the defense for guarding Hernandez. Offensive board there by the Bobcats. Cohen inside to Williams. Williams wanting that one.
Got a jump ball.
Oh, they're going to call a jump ball here.
That, but it's going to be a jump ball instead. Connor Witt checking back in.
For number 11.
As is Chance Nolan. Rhett Bradbury checking out.
Goodwell moving the ball around. Espino. Oh, makes a weird bounce.
Offensive board got knocked around a little bit, but Tyrone comes up with it. Hernandez with the ball.
Williams has a free lane. Witt gets called for the travel violation. And he's not happy about that one.
Did not agree with that call.
Harold over to Spino. Spino back to Ramirez.
Cross court to Harold.
Harold looking to go inside. Not a good looking shot there by Harold.
Offensive board by Ramirez. Back to Espino in the middle of the lane. Basket's good.
Goodwell now leading 23-8 with 5 minutes. Pimentel. Hernandez. And Hernandez not able to get that up in there, and that second try isn't good, but Espino going down on the fast break opportunity, he loses it. I don't think he ever fully had the ball.
No, he kind of bobbled it a little bit on the pass.
Witt using his dribbling moves to get across the defender.
They're going to call a charge on Witt. That's going to be his third
charge.
foul. That's a huge call.
And Tyrone's coach is not happy.
Not at all.
You know, even though they might not be happy about that call, the fouls are about even across the board.
They are.
Schreiner
Again on that baseline.
on that baseline.
25-8 opened up a 17-point lead here.
Not many people have been able to score other than Hernandez.
No, he's been the offense.
Schreiner on Hernandez. Hernandez not able to get open. Hernandez has it up again. Guarded by Schreiner for 3.
Got it.
That's good.
And as far as defense goes, there's not a lot more Schreiner could have done on that play. I mean, he's way behind that three-point line.
Oh, Schreiner gets that poked away there by Pimentel. He's going to use his. We got a call
on
here.
That play, you wonder a little bit if Goodwell wasn't so concerned with Hernandez running the offside to get a dunk that they kind of left Pimentel open a little bit there.
I think he was kind of surprised, too, that he was left open.
I think he was shocked. But that foul is going to go on Jaden Harold. Is that board correct that that's his 4th foul already?
I'm not sure.
We'll see if they correct that. I don't believe he has 4 fouls. Okay, yeah, that's his first foul. Schreiner's going to get a rest here. That's 9 team fouls on Goodwell. Free throw's good.
Tyrone.
12-point lead.
Tyrone just down by 12 now. Gaucine back in for Goodwell.
As is Aiden Gonzalez and Mason Taylor.
Over to Taylor. Oh,
nice
quick
passing.
Pass to Ramirez. Back out to Taylor.
That's one of the things about this. Nathaniel Goodwell's making some excellent passing, and Tyrone's defense is responding pretty well. I mean, both teams are playing very good basketball here.
Only difference we have is Goodwell able to hit those 3-pointers.
They are. The 4 threes that I believe have been hit so far is literally the difference in this game, 12 points. I think 4 times 3 is 12.
Tyrone with a timeout here with 3 minutes. Williams inbounds it to Hernandez. Hernandez will be guarded by Taylor now. Pimentel over there to number 11. Looking back for Hernandez.
Nice pass.
Good pass there to Williams.
That was a very nice drawn-up play by Coach Witt.
Tyrone's slowly getting back into this one, cutting the lead down to 10.
Cross-court pass to Gaucine. He has to save it back into Taylor.
Gaucine fakes the pass there to Gonzalez.
Loses it. Berto.
Hernandez going to take that all the way. That's no good there. Oh, Williams with a great pass.
And a foul on the play as well. And that's going to cut this lead to 8 with the free throw coming for Hernandez. And a foul
Possibly
on Mason Taylor. I believe that's going to be his first. And one thing about Coach Witt, Nathaniel, regardless of how many players they've got out, this team has been to the state tournament, I believe, 3 straight years. There's not going to be any quit in this team at all. I mean, 3 times to the state tournament in basketball, state champions in football last year, and state
They know how to
quarterfinalists,
win.
they know how to win, and that's a recipe that Coach Witt does a great job with at Tyrone.
Harold almost getting doubled there to Galcine. Excellent pass inside to Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, that's going to push the lead back up to 10 with under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Hernandez guarded by Espino. Oh,
Nice
great
defense by Goodwell.
defense there by Goodwell. Minute and a half left here to play in second quarter.
It's going to be a kick on Bredvik. Hey, that rhymes. Back in the game is Chance Nolan for Bredvik. 9-point lead for Goodwell.
Gonzalez guarded by Hernandez. Galcine out the outside. Espino, oh, he wants that three-pointer.
He did. He traveled, just took that little bit of a half step, I believe. I don't know. I'd have to see a replay, but it looked initially like that was a pretty good call.
He made the three-pointer, even though it doesn't count.
Yes, sir. The way Goodwell's shooting from the three-point line, you knew it was going in the second it left. I will say one thing about Goodwell's shoes. These have got to be the most colorful shoes I've seen one basketball team have this year.
Hernandez outside, guarded by Espino. Oh,
Nice
Espino
strip.
pokes it loose.
And
Great
maintains the
play
steal.
there. Just
And
under a minute.
Reach in frustration foul on Hernandez there. That's just that's one I bet Hernandez wants back. That one could be crucial down the stretch. I think that's his second foul.
And that'll send Gonzalez to the line. Able to push this to a double-digit lead.
Offensive rebound for Goodwell off the missed free throw, and a spin over the three, rims out, all but in. And that's going to be a foul on Kobe Williams there. Just got caught up in the air on that one.
Espino draws the foul.
Goodwell has had an opportunity here in the last, I would say 25 seconds of gameplay to really extend this lead out and just haven't been able to capitalize on it. Espino converts.
Makes us a 10-point lead here for the Eagles. Espino's second shot is out, rebounded by Hernandez.
He pushes quickly up the floor.
Hernandez over to Pimentel.
Espino guarding Hernandez now. It seems like a kind of committee here trying to guard Hernandez.
Nolan looks back out to Hernandez. 20 seconds left here.
The count is on Hernandez, puts the dribble down. On the baseline, that's going to be a foul on Espino. And that's going to put Berto Hernandez at the line with 14 seconds to go.
That's going to be Espino's second foul.
Hernandez converts again, brings it back to a single-digit lead.
Hernandez's second shot bounces out.
13 seconds to go, down to 10.
Gonzalez. Take over to Galcine. Espino, we got 5. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is going to put that up there. That's nothing. Here at the end of the second quarter, we have Goodwell Eagles 28, the Tyrone Bobcats 19.
A good, exciting first half. I mean, it looked like Goodwell early on was going to pull away and maybe put Tyrone away, but as most people know, if you've watched Coach Witt and Tyrone long, like you said, they know how to win, and they're not going to go anywhere.
We'll be back for an exciting second half shortly. We're getting ready to start this second half of play here. Score 28-19. We got some first half stats here.
Leading Goodwell in scoring in the first half was a pretty balanced attack, but Espino leads them with 9. And for Tyrone, it's Roberto Hernandez with 14, Pimentel with 2, and Kobe Williams with 3 to round out their scoring. Looks like Tyrone's putting Hernandez underneath the basket a little bit to start the second half.
Pimentel top. Hernandez is trying to work it down low there. Cohen for 3.
Just off. Good hustle and offensive rebound by Tyrone and Nolan there. Back to Williams at the top.
Nolan trying to get it in there to Hernandez. The Goodwell's kind of shutting that down there with that help. Espino helping Schreiner there on defense.
As you might be able to hear on our mics, Coach Strain, imploring his guys to get in front and behind, front and back of Hernandez there. It is kind of hurting him a little on the offensive rebounding, though, I think. It's kind of throwing him off just a bit. That's the 4th consecutive offensive rebound for Tyrone, I believe.
Williams setting it back up here for Tyrone. Strain trying to get his defense adjusted here.
Tyrone pretty content with kind of working here to get what they want.
Hernandez is going to work down low against Schreiner.
I think Berto got banged up a little bit on that play.
He's going to try to fight through it.
He is wincing a little bit. May have banged knees. And one thing Tyrone doesn't need right now is another injury. But he is laboring down there, you can tell.
Galcine over to Ramirez. Oh, costly pass there. Out to Espino for 3.
Just off on that one.
Yeah, and Hernandez ain't gonna try to, he didn't even try to jump up for that rebound.
I think they may be getting somebody in here for him. He's going to come out here.
That is James Harris substituting in.
They are taking a look at Hernandez's knee there.
Someone's going to have to step up here for the Bobcats. Cohen over to Nolan.
This leaves Colby Williams as their only normal starter on the floor for Tyrone. And these kids have been, starting almost since they were freshmen, in and out of that lineup, so it makes it an interesting dilemma for Coach Witt to have to deal with.
Oh, and Cohen gets a hand on it,
Real quick,
but it stays here with Eagles.
Quick hands from Cohen on that one. That's going to be a foul on Williams. I believe that's going to be his 3rd. It is his 3rd foul.
Espino looking to inbound it here underneath their own basket.
Kobe Williams kind of directing the defenders underneath the basket there on where they need to be positioned.
Schreiner back over to Galcine. Espino, oh, he wanted to take that 3 there. Schreiner's working down low.
That fadeaway.
I think that Schreiner's makes it 8 points for him, maybe.
It is 8 points for Schreiner. First one outside the baseline, though. That's going to be his 3rd foul, I believe, on that one, as Harris picks it up. That is his 3rd foul.
And Hernandez does check back in. Nolan. Back over to Williams. Cohen. Well, Hernandez getting double teamed. Can't get to go in there. Ramirez with the rebound. Ramirez going to hurry up.
That's going to be a block and an and one for for Victor Ramirez there, and that's going to be a 4th foul on Kobe Williams, and Coach Witt does not like that call. That's going to be a tough call there, as that's Kobe Williams' 4th foul early in the, well, halfway through the 3rd quarter. Ramirez converts the free throw, and the lead is stretched up to 14. Berto Hernandez is still favoring a leg here.
Cohen gets double teamed and draws a foul.
That one, I believe, is going to be on Aiden Gonzalez. That's his 2nd foul.
Got 4:23 left here in the 3rd quarter. Goodwell hanging on to a 14-point lead. Cohen gets the inbound pass over to Pimentel. Tyrone still not being able to hit it much from outside other than Hernandez. Hernandez looks like they're going to move him back outside here. Oh, and the whole crowd wanted to travel there, but they didn't get it.
We've got the Goodwell crowd wanting to travel and the Tyrone crowd wanting a foul, so it's kind of either way.
Hernandez pulls up. That's not there for him. Gonzalez inbounds it to Espino. Espino's shot is no good, and we got a jump ball called here.
Going to stay with Goodwell.
Gonzalez going to take that 3 from the corner.
Got it. Tyrone having a hard time getting the ball in on this one. They finally do.
Cohen.
That's going to be a foul on Espino.
That's going to be his 3rd foul.
Third team. I guess it's a 3rd team foul. Checking in is 11, Brenvick and Connor Witt. Witt's been pretty silent this game, as he's not been able to play much with the foul trouble. Picked up 2 early in the 1st, and I believe he's playing with 4, isn't he?
Yeah, he has 4 fouls now.
But at this point in time in the game, the lead at 17, you've got to get your playmakers back on the floor if you're Coach Witt.
Hernandez
right to the basket, draws a foul on that. Basket's good as well, foul on Ramirez. That's going to be his 2nd foul.
Victor wanting a charge there, but as the coaches are explaining to him, he's too close to the basket.
He is underneath the basket trying to get that call. So, I mean, the offensive player has taken off a good 2 to 3 feet before even any contact.
Yep.
Gonzalez again misses that 3. Witt with the rebound. And again, Goodwell sending just almost the house at Hernandez, and it cost him that time as Pimentel gets free. I think it's Pimentel gets free under the basket.
Yep.
And back to 12, just like that.
Goodwell still looking for that 3-pointer.
Nice inside pass to Schreiner. Draws the foul on Bredvik, but that was a very nice pass. It's going to put Schreiner at the line for 2. Where Goodwell's been pretty good from the line tonight.
Got 2:53 here left in the 3rd quarter. Schreiner at the line. Hits the first one.
Mason Taylor checking in the game for Aiden Gonzalez. Give him a break. And Jaden Harold checking in the game also for Victor Ramirez. Goodwell using that depth that they have a lot tonight. It's been real key for them.
Schreiner good on the 2nd free throw.
Back to a 14-point lead. I think the doubling of Hernandez has led to some confusion on Goodwell's press. I mean, there's usually a guy from Tyrone here running free, on one side or the other.
Tyrone will have the ball into their own basket. Hernandez getting a little frustrated.
That's going to be 4 on Ben Schreiner. And that's going to be a big call. With 3 minutes essentially still to go in the third quarter, Ramirez is going to have to check in and get Schreiner off the floor. And Schreiner's the second leading scorer for Goodwell tonight so far.
With limited minutes because of foul trouble.
Definitely so. And he's also, the thing about it is, he's the points he scored, but the points he's helped prevent with Hernandez because of his size. That could prove to be a pretty costly foul there.
Oh, Cohen gets that block there by Ramirez, but able to stay with it. Over to Witt.
Kind of waiting for Witt to make an impact from the outside in this game. He's been a good shooter for
him.
And
Tyrone hits a three-pointer.
Rep Bredvik from the corner. I think they've got that on the wrong side there. I believe it's going to be.
Should be 38-27.
27, yes, sir. Gossin, he hits it. You know, we mentioned in the girls' game the lack of three-pointers. Well, we've made up for it in this one.
Yep. Hernandez able to stay with that one. We got some quick scoring here. 1:48 left in the third quarter. Gossin going to shoot it again. Witt gets the rebound. They're going to deny him to pass it to Hernandez.
Oh,
and Espino.
Right to Espino.
Ramirez gets
converts. I believe that makes it 46-29, maybe 43-29.
Yeah, 43-29.
I'm not sure if they. I guess that would be correct. And another reach-in foul. Coach Strain is beside himself right now with some of these fouls, just out of position and reaching in. And that's, I believe that is going to be the 6th team foul. So the next one, I mean, Tyrone's going to be back in the bonus again.
Witt inbounding it. Inbounds it to Cohen.
That's an over and back. He caught it. I don't think he realized when he caught the ball the first time he had the backcourt to work with. He didn't need to try to stay on Tyrone's half of the court. Coach Witt is arguing the call. I believe he's going to take a timeout here to further get an explanation on that call.
Yeah.
14-point lead with a minute to go here in the third quarter, 1:14 for Goodwell.
It was a good call. Goodwill will have the ball after that timeout.
Schreiner's checked into the game for Goodwill. Vance Schreiner. Taylor
Espino over to Gossin. Oh, Hernandez able to get his hands on that one.
Nolan's checking in for Rep Bredvik. Did have that big three a minute ago.
Espino over to Ramirez. Taylor over to Schreiner at the high post. Espino with the jumper. That's way short. But Gossin able to save it. for Goodwell. Gets it right back. Passes all the way over to Taylor.
Coach Strain imploring the Eagles to take the last 30 seconds off and take one shot.
Galcine, 24 seconds left here. Oh, Ramirez getting pressured.
And the same call that time as there's going to be an over and back on Goodwell.
I think Tyrone's coaches called that one before the refs did.
I think they did. Coach Witt was making that call as it was happening. Now we'll see if Tyrone can convert and get this back 14-point lead a little bit lower, but start the fourth.
Hernandez with 15 seconds, guarded by Espino. Just under 10. Hernandez gets a look at the clock, under 5. He's going to take the last shot here, not getting a foul. And that's going to end the third quarter. We have a score, Goodwell 43, Tyrone 29. And here to start the fourth quarter, the last quarter play here in the High Plains tournament here at OPSU. Bobcats down by 14. Witt passes it over to Williams, back to Hernandez, guarded by Espino. Williams is Goodwell on
being pretty
defense.
patient here on offense.
Dakota Cohen looking to get the offense set back up here. Williams going to his left.
Back to Witt at the top.
Cohen.
Hernandez has got size, and that's going to be a foul on Taylor, and that's going to put Hernandez at the line for a one-on-one. You can tell a lot of the attention from Goodwell, and rightfully so, is directed right at Roberto Hernandez. I believe he's got 22 of the 29, if I'm not mistaken, for Tyrone. Converts on the first.
Hernandez, good for the second one. Tyrone down by 12. Taylor, passing over to Espino. Galcine down to Ramirez. Ramirez back over to Galcine at the top of the key. Vance Schreiner working that high post. Ramirez now.
Have been trying to get that ball into the high post from Goodwell to get that kick to Espino for the three.
Espino for three. Williams back to Hernandez. Hernandez going to drive in.
And a block and an and one as well, I believe.
I think that's going to go on Ramirez. Oh, no, on Espino.
It's on Espino. I believe that's his fourth. I believe.
Yeah, I think that's his 4th foul.
That is his 4th foul. And that's going to put Berto Hernandez back at the line again. So the old-fashioned three-point play to answer Goodwill's. And he misses
And he misses it.
13-point lead.
Taylor able to corral that pass in. Espino down to Vance Schreiner. Schreiner sees Hernandez right in front of his face, kicks it back out. Taylor for 3.
Got it. That makes, I believe, the 5th Eagle to hit a three-pointer tonight.
Goodwell putting the pressure on these Bobcats. Drawing another foul, though, is Hernandez.
That is going to be on Victor Ramirez. It's going to be his 3rd. Still a lot of time to go in this game, 6 minutes to go.
Goodwell trying to keep that momentum on their side. Hernandez gets the free throw.
Hernandez converts back to a 14-point lead for Goodwell. Gaucin's bringing it down.
Gaucin over to Harold. Cohen with some tight defense on him. Oh, and Hernandez able to use his length on that one. That falls in.
Back to a 12-point lead. Goodwell
Harold
pushing
back to
quick.
Ramirez.
That's going to be number 5 on Williams.
Oh, that's going to be his 5th.
Williams will have to sit down at the 5:22 mark. And that's one of the senior captains for Coach Witt's Bobcats. But, you know, every time it looks like Goodwill's fixing to pull away and blow it open, Berto Hernandez and Tyrone just claw their way back into it.
Goodwell now up by 13. Oh, that's in and out there. You know, and Goodwell's not really double teaming Hernandez anymore. Witt with the shot.
Just
that's out.
Hernandez running a one-man press here. And that's going to be a foul.
Oh, they called a travel on Taylor.
Do call a travel. I thought they had a foul. I was a little premature there.
5:01 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Hernandez wants that 3 ball. It's not there.
Long pass to Harold.
Harold back out to Gaucin for 3.
Another 3.
That makes it 16.
And then Hernandez draws another foul. That foul's going to go on Harold. That's going to be his 3rd foul. Hernandez back to the line. Goodwell fans singing happy birthday to Hernandez. I don't think it's his birthday. But I mean, it might be, but I'm not sure.
And here comes Ben
Schreiner.
Vance Schreiner. Ben Schreiner, yeah. I get him confused.
The happy birthday worked as Hernandez missed on that first free throw. One more coming.
He makes that second one.
Tyrone's coming with full court pressure now. Full court man-to-man pressure.
Gonzalez passes it over to Harold. Back to Gaucin. Gonzalez pulls up at the free throw line. That's in.
Pushes the lead up to 17 now for Goodwell with 4 minutes to go.
And Hernandez, that's off. He gets his own rebound.
And
He puts it back up.
again. The kid is just hard to stop. It doesn't matter how many guys you have almost. Oh! Contact underneath the basket on that one.
Schreiner gets it, passes it back out. Harold for three. You don't see Harold shoot that many threes.
No, sir.
Hernandez not even looking to pass anymore. He's gonna
score, and that's got the lead down to 13 at the 3.5-minute mark. Almost willing his team to win here.
There was no help there for.
Block foul called, and Hernandez will go back to the line, and that's going to be the 4th foul on Jaden Harold as well. And we've said it, I don't know how many times, just when you think Goodwill's fixing to pull away, the Tyrone Bobcats claw their way back again.
We got a timeout here by Goodwell Eagles. 3:19 left. This game is far from over. Goodwell Eagles leading 55-42.
What?
Do you dread the cold of winter? Then PTCI has the freeze that will warm your heart. Boost your speed, and PTCI will freeze your internet bill at the same price you've already been paying for 6 whole months. If you are a new customer, PTCI will give you a free month of internet, and everyone gets whole home Wi-Fi free for 6 months. Call 800-562-2556 to freeze your bill today. Some restrictions apply.
And we're back here, 3 minutes, 19 seconds left.
Hernandez will be at the line for 2 free throws here with a 55-42 lead for Goodwell at the 3:19 mark.
Hernandez will be shooting 2 after getting a blocking call was called on Harold earlier.
Converts the first, down to a 12-point lead for Goodwell.
Converted the second there for Hernandez. Schreiner. Oh, that's out for Schreiner, though.
Missed layup. The follow was missed, but a foul on it as well. You know, we saw it in the Boise City game against Eric today, a wide open break layup, and just sometimes those wide open ones get you. Gossin will go to the line. That's going to be the first foul on number 14, Pimental.
Oh. And then I call that Goodwell's way. Harold looking to inbound it.
He can't move on the baseline there is what they're going to call. Made shot, you can run the baseline. When it's a set play like that, you can't move. Might be a costly turnover there.
Trying to get a double on Hernandez. That one, you don't see that often.
You don't see that often.
Harold going to be inbounding it again.
Gossin. Back to Harold.
Harold Gonna try to split the defense here. Oh, loses the ball. Pimento comes up with it. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez, it's off again. Schreiner with the rebound.
That's going to be a foul on Hernandez, just a reach-in foul. You can see the frustration from Roberto Hernandez here. It's going to be his third. Espino and Ramirez checking back in the game here. For Harold and Aiden Gonzalez will have a sit. Ball to Ramirez.
Ramirez over to Espino with the bounce pass, kind of short bounce pass there. Oh, Espino wide open in the lane. It's no good though. And another foul called.
That'll be Berto's fourth foul. 2 minutes to go, a 12-point game. 1-1 now for Goodwell.
Espino, 1-1, makes the first one. Espino makes the second one. Oh.
And drawing a foul on Taylor will be Hernandez again. That'll be his third foul.
Hernandez shooting from the line. That's good. 2:08 left here to play in the fourth quarter.
There's still no quit in this Tyrone Bobcat team.
Taylor inbounding it to Espino. Beating the press, Goodwell is. And they're gonna hold on to this one. Ramirez. Guarded by Nolan.
That'll be the number, that'll be 5 on Hernandez.
That'll be his last one.
That will be it. Harold's going to check in for Mason Taylor here. You know, as Hernandez fouls out, I don't think you can say enough about the way that kid played today.
He did not give up at all. He fought for every minute of this game.
And we know we've said that they came in shorthanded multiple times, but that kid literally put this team on his back in this championship game.
Goodwell just got off to a good 13-0 run at the start.
They did, and that they kind of sustained it throughout.
That's about the difference of the game right here is 13 points.
You would think Tyrone's going to have a few options here to score. They're going to have to be looking for Witt, maybe to get some shots up. And on Goodwell's side, they're just going to be looking to run this clock. That's their best friend right now.
Minute 46 left. Cohen brings it up. Pimento over to Witt.
Witt down the lane, finally scores today.
And Espino gets an easy bucket, beating the press.
Coach Witt's going to take a timeout here with the 14-point lead for Goodwell.
Minute 11 here left on this PTCI broadcast of the High Plains tournament.
Gonna be Tyrone ball out of the break here.
Witt trying to inbound it to Nolan. That's broken up there by Schreiner. Oh, and Harold lost it, double dribbled.
I think Coach Taylor and Coach Strain were both wanting the ball to stop, and that
He
might be
tried to
what
stop
he
and
did.
couldn't get a stop.
He did. Bredvik outside. He has hit a 3 tonight.
Pimentel looking for the 3, not going to take it. Cohen over to Witt. Good defense here by the Eagles. Galcine gets his hand on it. They're going to call that on the ground on number 1, Dakota Cohen.
Be 1-on-1 for Galcine. First one's good for Galcine.
Galcine makes the second one.
16-point lead here with 40 seconds to go. Valiant effort from Tyrone tonight. Goodwell was just pretty strong tonight. The 3-ball was very effective
Was
for
very
him the
good for
entire
him.
night.
30 seconds left. Cohen tries the 3, doesn't get there. And Espino is going to hold it here. Make a pass over to Harold. Harold over to Galcine. Under 15 now.
Goodwell content not to score here and just hold the ball. Tyrone still no quit.
Just under 2. Here's the final seconds here of the game. Goodwell Eagles coming our way with the High Plains Tournament champion victory.
They are
64 to 48.
very hard-fought game from both clubs. I mean, very good game. The 3-ball from Goodwell was very effective early, and Hernandez from Tyrone, just an unbelievable effort.
I know Goodwell won by 16, but that game was a lot better than that scoreboard shows. Tyrone did not give up, down by having a few guys hurt still. Hernandez showed up and played his heart out for the Tyrone Bobcats.
I think if you're a fan of basketball and you're wanting to see one of the better games in the second half of the season after Christmas, when Goodwell and Tyrone hook it up again and Tyrone's got their full team back, it's going to be an unbelievable basketball game.
New runners up for the High Plains tournament are the Tyrone Bobcats. And your championship team for the 2021 High Plains tournament, your Goodwell Eagles. Your 2 seniors for the Eagles getting that trophy, Vance Schreiner and
Peyton Langford.
Peyton Langford. And I think here we're about to get going for some all-tournament teams.
I believe they'll do the girls first.
Okay.
Cameron Gossman from Tyrone. Macy Strain.
Macy Strain for Goodwell.
Freshman.
Freshman getting all-tournament team.
She's got to put her shoes on over there right quick. She was cheering in the last one. From Eric, Kylie McIntyre, senior. Angel Andrews from Tyrone, the junior. Gracie Langford from Goodwell.
She's a junior as well.
And a sophomore, Kendall Humphreys, with the most valuable player from Tyrone. So when you look at that team out there, you've got no seniors, a freshman, a sophomore as the most valuable player. It's shaping up to be an interesting next couple of years in the Oklahoma Panhandle.
And out of that all-tournament team we had, all of them mostly coming from the championship game.
All of them. The McIntyre girl from Elkhart had an outstanding, or from Eric had an outstanding tournament as well. She played really well. Christian Gossin from Goodwell, a junior.
He showed up big in the championship game, helped leading those Eagles to win victory.
Also a junior, Abel Espino from Goodwell, with some three-point shooting in the championship that was
Deadly.
always on point. I mean, right when they needed it almost every time. Connor Witt from Tyrone. We didn't get to see a lot of him in the championship tonight as the fouls kind of got to him a little bit, but had an outstanding tournament. Kobe Williams makes it from Tyrone. Senior. No, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, another senior. So the first senior. Ben Schreiner from Goodwell, a junior, and I'm wondering who that MVP of the tournament might be.
I think we all know who that might be. It's going to be
Berto Hernandez.
Roberto Hernandez.
The championship game didn't disappoint, girls or boys. It was an outstanding week for Panhandle State as always. A big thank you for hosting this tournament for the High Plains Conference and for Tyrone for hosting the tournament this year.
And I'd like to remind everybody to please subscribe to the PTCI YouTube channel as we come back almost weekly with games around the Panhandle and other local events. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to this High Plains Tournament Championship.
Do you dread the cold of winter? Then PTCI has the freeze that will warm your heart. Boost your speed, and PTCI will freeze your internet bill at the same price you've already been paying for 6 whole months. If you are a new customer, PTCI will give you a free month of internet, and everyone gets whole home Wi-Fi free for 6 months. Call 800-562-2556 to freeze your bill today. Some restrictions apply.